Hey guys, welcome back to another Rock Review Friday.
I hope there comes a day your fear is gone. How could we be lost? Lost just cease to be and not carry on. Into the light may you fall. Into the light may you follow. Into the light may you know truth alone. Into the light may you fall. Into the light may you follow. Into the light may you know truth alone.
Okay guys, this week we're gonna go with the long anticipated for and requested many times by my brother, the band Alter Bridge. Alter Bridge was formed back in 2004 in Orlando, Florida. It was formed by Creed, basically all of Creed minus Scott Stapp, which is good. Alter Bridge has consistently consisted of, since its founding, Mark Tremonti on guitars and vocals, Miles Kennedy on guitars and vocals, Scott Phillips on drums, and Brian Marshall on bass. So essentially you have Creed playing much better music without Scott Stapp. I approve. Now for those of you who don't know, Creed, let's just say Scott Stapp's an interesting guy. I mean, he has the exact same voice basically throughout every single song. And from what I've heard, he has the same voice when he's not singing. It's like he's singing all the time. I don't get it. If you want to see or hear an interview with Scott Stapp, Sammy from the Rock It Out blog did a great interview with him. Just go to rockitoutblog.com, look up Scott Stapp. I'm sure you'll find it there. Another really cool story about this band is the story behind the name. Mark Tremonti lives in Detroit, Michigan, and apparently by his house there's a bridge on Alter Road. So it's really cool to know that the bridge is actually named after an actual place. But he says even more so, basically on one side of the bridge it's basically the ghetto, and basically it's almost forbidden for the people in like the ghetto to cross the bridge over into the other side, and so they refer to it as the unknown. Well, Mark Tremonti goes on to talk about how the name for the band kind of symbolizes the group as a whole, kind of going into the unknown and exploring the unknown. Really cool story behind a band name, probably the coolest I've heard in a very long time. So in 2004, the very same year that they kind of got together and started working on Alter Bridge, they released their debut album entitled One Day Remains. This is one of my favorite albums, possibly my favorite. I'm not sure. It's tied between that and their latest one. But anyways, this album, it's really good. And it's got, the lyrics on this album were written partly by Mark Tremonti, partly by Miles Kennedy. I really like to see that in bands where it's not just like the lead front man taking over the entire band and writing all the music and then everyone just plays it. I like seeing that, the other people kind of go out of their own field almost. Like Mark Tremonti, who usually does just lead guitar and stuff. He branched out, did some vocal work. That's nice. He did some lyric writing. Once again, very nice. Songs I definitely recommend you check out from this album. The End Is Here has a really nice intro. Really recommend it. It's not my top song on the album. It's maybe in the top 5, maybe. But it's good overall. Also, the song Burn It Down, it sounds really nice. The guitar work in all of Alter Bridge's songs are really good. Mark Tremonti does an amazing job. But to be honest, it's a little long for my taste. I like, 4-minute songs, 3-minute songs. 3 to 4 minutes, I think, is the perfect length for a song. Unless you're going for like an epic song. Then I think it can stretch to 5 minutes, but that's just me. Probably my top 2 songs include Broken Wings for, that harder hitting stuff. It's not metal. I probably wouldn't even classify it as hard rock, but it's my favorite out of all of their non-sappy sounding songs on the album. However, my favorite song overall on the album is entitled In Loving Memory. Really, really gets you guys. It's just beautiful. Yeah, that's my favorite one on the album. So in 2007, Alter Bridge released their second album, their sophomore album, and it was good. It was good, but probably my least favorite out of them. It has its moments, but doesn't really speak to me as much. I don't know what maybe it's just my mood for the week or something, but it doesn't get there. However, I still recommend you check it out. For you heavy hitters looking for something more hard rock, more metal, I definitely recommend checking out One by One. It's a really heavy hitting song for you. For everyone else, I recommend Wayward Son. It's got some nice guitar work thrown in there. Pretty work. But it's just on this side of hard rock. It's not really on hard rock quite yet. And the song Blackbird probably could classify as hard rock. And it's really good. It's probably their most intricate piece. It's definitely their longest piece. It's about 7 minutes long, which, again, too long for me. Way too long. But in their defense, Mark does have a long guitar solo in there, which he does an amazing job. There are a couple of guitar solos thrown in towards the beginning, and then about 2/3 way through the song, Mark starts going on his own little solo for about, a minute, probably. And it's beautiful. It's melodic. It's not like, these metal bands like Metallica who throw in an ending solo that lasts for a minute and it's nothing but what seems to be random notes being hit together over and over as fast as they can. But definitely a more melodic, more beautiful piece. However, probably my favorite song from the album would be Watch Over You. It's just simply beautiful. Just more of that soft sound to kind of help, but you can still feel some rock from Miles' voice, Mark's guitar work, but it's softer. It's really nice. But that brings us to their latest album, AB3. It was released this year, or will be released depending on where you live. If you live in Europe, congratulations! I hope you already have the album. It's really good. If you live in the U.S., you only have to wait till Tuesday. Not a terribly long wait, but if you really need a fix, you can go to YouTube or something and look it up and listen to it until it comes out on Tuesday, and you can buy it here in the U.S. Unfortunately, if you live in Japan, you have to wait until November 24th to get it. I feel so bad for you. It's really good. For you Japanese people that may be watching this, go to grooveshark.com and listen to it, or just go to YouTube and listen to it there. Really good stuff on there. AB3 though is darker. In the other albums they have some songs that sound dark. I mean, Blackbird sounds pretty dark. One by One sounds pretty dark. But the messages in them, the words that Miles sings, is more hopeful, more bright, more living. This one it has more dark messages, which I can't blame them for. I mean, it's part of life, just going through dark times and stuff. But it shouldn't become what every single song and every single album from here on in should sound like. I think this is a good time for them. Some hit songs though that I would recommend you check out include Fallout. I heard the intro, and the first time I heard that intro, I was like, wow, that sounds really, really good. I like that intro. Sounds good. The rest of the song is okay, but the intro is where it's at on that song. For you heavy hitters, once again, Isolation. Good song. Check it out. Listen to it. Love it. Also, for heavy people, Words Darker Than Their Wings. Really good song. That's actually the song that was played when I put up the pictures with the bands. This week it was with Alter Bridge. I showed their pictures, and I was playing Words Darker Than Their Wings. I played a clip from there. Really good song. Check it out. Get the album. However, one of my favorite songs from the album, once again, it is one of their slow songs, but one of my favorite songs has to be Life Must Go On. Just, I've really connected with that song lately. So, there's Alter Bridge. I highly recommend you check them out. Go ahead, support them, buy albums. Hopefully, if people buy enough albums and enough Alter Bridge merchandise and stuff, Creed will go away. I know Sammy from the Rock Out blog will love that, as will many Alter Bridge fans, because, well, they see it as Creed is taking up Alter Bridge's time, but whatever. So go support Alter Bridge, let them know you care, buy their CDs. But this has been the Rock Review of the Week. Anyway, so don't forget to subscribe, thumbs it up, leave suggestions of bands and just different things to do for the show down in the comments section. Also, we're going to have a little contest going on. What name can you come up for this show? I mean, I've been using Rock Review Friday, but can you come up with something better? Leave it for me down in the comment section, and hopefully next week we'll have something better to work with. Take care, peace out, rock it out.